Howdy folks, my name is Effing Controller, and today we're playing more Betrayal at Krondor. And in the previous episode we obtained a spell that will grant us access to Harlick. It will make Owen appear more manly, or I guess more Mordhelly, and we'll be able to penetrate the perimeter. So we're gonna head that way. Make sure that I am going indeed the right... Oh, there's a little path there. I might have to check that out. Alright, ooh, there's bad guys, though. Well, we possibly can just go around, right? Because I thought I saw on the map... Ooh, that scared me a little bit. There's a tent. Garth approached the tent cautiously. Owen, following carefully behind, whispered... Isn't it kind of strange that there is a well-traveled path leading to this tent? Well, it's a nice tent. What do you want? Jeez. Standing before it, Owen realized that the tent had been erected in the middle of a house, long since fallen. Only a few scraps of rotting wood and a square patch of earth around the perimeter of the tent gave notice of its former life. Gorath peeled back the flap of the tent and went inside, Owen following closely behind. A powerful spellcaster lived here once ago, said Gorath. My brothers still come here on occasion. Silently, they left the tent and returned to the road. Huh. Okay. Kind of peculiar. We do need rest. Let's... Oh, those bad guys are near us. Let's try to go into the woods here and hide. Good. Alright. There's a well. This could be one of those... This is like... It seems like one of the healing wells, but no, wait. It says it's very dangerous, and because only practicers of magic can survive its powers. Ooh. Ooh, should we drink from the well? Take a sip. Owen took a sip, as I said he would, of the magical water. At first there was no effect, save the powerful beating of his heart, which had actually begun even before the water touched his lips. Then slowly colors began to swirl in front of him. A rainbow with wings, man, that dipped and soared, creating beautiful patterns of light and color in the air. Whoa, dude! I'm tripping balls! Faster, faster, blending, crashing together until at last an image began to form. Owen refused to blink, for fear it would go away if he closed his eyes for even an instant. Then it spoke, not in words, but in impressions. It's an impressionist ghost or apparition, and images that invaded Owen's mind. They swarmed inside his head like bees in a hive. He is pretty empty-headed. Until he could stand it no longer. I can't stand no more! And they were gone. We have to go to the magician's house, he said, looking up at Gorath. Okay, well, let's go back. Room. Standing in the tent, which lay on the crumbled remains of the magician's house, Owen felt the same strange feeling of power that he had experienced at the well. Guided by the images that had flashed in his head and now remained there, burning in his memory, he walked to the northeast corner of the tent and began to dig. Gorath joined him, and a few inches under the surface, their fingers touched the wooden frame of a small box. Pulling the box from its earthy grave, Owen looked inside. A single magical scroll inhabited the box, and he took it hastily. Then they left. The end. So we've got a new spell. Yeah, and Fortunate Flux. Now, I thought we had that. Do we not have that? We do not. Let's go ahead and eat that burrito. That pair of burritos. Yum, yum. And it was... I actually wrote this down. Somebody named Jeb31415 advised that I get rid of my Glazer's Guild seals because I will not probably need them. So there we go. And I do need to make use more of my potions. So look forward for that, whatever. I will use them, is what I'm trying to say. Now, should I approach the bad people? The evil people? I probably shouldn't, because I've been trying to avoid combat a little bit, because people are pretty tough around here. You gotta be tough to live up north. It's like Canada. There's a scarecrow. And a house, which we've probably already visited. It's empty. Delightful. Nothing interesting there. I'm just kind of cruising through here. Actually, I'm going to stick to the road and just go straight for Harlick at this point, because I kind of want this chapter to be over with. It's a little bit of a headache. There's a bush. Oh, wonderful. Delicious purple berries. I ate the purple berries. Let's see if there's any other delicious berries. There's another path here. Don't see any enemies. And there's a house. Since I'm a big chicken, I'm going to go ahead and save the game. And also look at the preferences for no reason. Whoops. 411. Why not? I'll take a big swig of water. Quote unquote water. Oh, that is good. Just very refreshing. Alright. Let's check out the house. There's nothing interesting behind it. And the house itself is not interesting, thus proving I am indeed a huge coward. The geometry of this place is quite impressive. I wonder if I should jog around in the woods here. There's a dead deer. Oh, it's a trap. I didn't even notice that. I just figured that some asshole had shot it and left it there, but there's a bear trap, except it's a deer trap. Well, that's fascinating. Now, we are getting a little bit close to Harlick, so I do need to be a wee bit careful. But I do want to check things out. I do want to see if there's any goods to be acquired. And as of yet, there appear to be none. Okay. It's a little dangerous to be in amongst the trees like this, because you can't see too terribly far ahead of you. What's that? Is that a lump of... Oh. It's a pile of stones. Just there. Okay. Call camp. Alrighty. Have we passed Harlick? We may have. Yeah, we did. Well, you can just go around it. That's kind of dumb. I think, though, that our conversation with Gorath's smoking hot ex-wife did allude to there being some information there that we need, though. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get in there, if I can, without dying. Yeah, there it is. Okay. But we don't have the spell cast, so let's see. Well, that's not it. As useful as that spell is, it is not what I need, and that is also not what I need. What's the deal? Oh, wait. Haha! That's it. Okay. Owen didn't feel any different. All seemed normal, save the very faint glow that seemed to surround his body. He held up his hand and wiggled his fingers while Gorath watched with bemused interest. I'm afraid your spell didn't work, he said. Perhaps you should try it again. But it did work. You can't see the effects because the spell was specifically designed for Morolf, which I remember being mentioned. Okay. Well, let's see. This guy isn't Morolf, though. Am I going to get into combat? I'm going to save. So that's a little bit unclear. We should have been in combat at this point, then. Okay. Hi. Knock, knock. Oh, it sounds important. Gorath knocked on the wooden door. They were greeted by a uniformed mortal who stared at Owen for a moment before ushering them inside. Sweet! After leading them into a back room, the guard presented them to Morolf. Ooh, it's a fancy design. He doesn't look like he just will put up with any shit. Especially because there's guys right around him doing deep knee bends. This is a serious, serious place. What have you? Make it brief. Sargoth has been besieged. Lord Merab and an unknown number of confidants freed dissidents trapped in the dungeons and fled north. Delicon requests that you and the remaining members of the Six lend immediate assistance. Madness! I have my troops in position here in Sparta. I had to, I'm sorry. Ready to march, and our target is only a week's expedition from here. If we leave now, you'll take away the biggest part of me, and we will not be in position when the time comes for the final strike. Surely Delicon doesn't intend to divert us into the snow plains to chase a handful of cowards. The intentions of your father are unknown to me. I merely bring his message. Further, he requests progress reports on your activities. You know, Gorath is a pretty well-known Mordhel. I'm kind of surprised that Morolf doesn't know him. And I don't think that the spell affected him, so it's peculiar, but whatever. Did I not read that? Oh, shoot. Well, if he were not my father, I would slit his impertinent throat. What does he wish to know about? So I guess we're asking questions on his behalf, on Delicon's behalf. Such as, what are the Six? I guess. Your father has expressed concern that he has been inadequately informed about the activities of the Six. He demands an immediate report. Father knows as well as I how the Six conduct their business. Father knows best. They do not report to me anything beyond complaints their lodgings are too cold, and that they do not care for the food. I do not trust their motives. They speak only to their leader, and he comes only when it suits him. If it were my decision to make, I would turn them all into the snow and let them freeze. They are crucial to the attack at Northwarden, are they not? Northwarden is of little importance. It's the goal beyond that concerns me. Oh, we're getting some valuable intel here. What shall happen should we have Mermandamus back among our ranks? Wait, isn't he dead? What shall happen should we have Mermandamus back among our ranks? Yeah. How would that be possible? Mermandamus is dead. I will answer my father's questions, messenger, but I am not here for your own curiosity. Well, you're wrong about that. Goodbye. Enthralling. Now take leave of me and send my father my good wishes. Your will, Lord Morolf. Huh. Well, apparently we can just sneak around here. Oh, a young female Mordhel answered Gorath's knock. Why do you bring this kingdom dog to my door? She demanded. Well, wait, she can tell that Owen is just a kingdom dude. But then we're walking around amongst these other guys who don't seem to recognize that. I don't understand. Okay, well, anyways. Not gonna ask any more questions about that. Why do you bring this kingdom dog to my door? She demanded in Mordhel, looking at Owen. He is my pet, replied Gorath. Good answer. He entertains me with his magic tricks and his agility skills, his ability to run through hoops and to slalom between poles. He's very talented. This was quite funny to both of them, and they had a hearty laugh. Owen, unable to understand the language, just looked puzzled, much like a dog. What news in Harlick? Asked Gorath. All who were able to fight have gone north towards Sargoth. Delicon has been performing some magic tricks of his own. The Six are very powerful, they say. They walked for a short while as Owen fidgeted nearby. When the door finally closed, Owen asked, "What was so funny? Why did you two start laughing?" "I told you were my pet," Gorath said, smiling. He doesn't give a fuck. He'll tell him. He's not going to sugarcoat it. He's like, "I just told her you were my dog." Owen's expression changed to an appalled stare. "You told her what?" "Sorry, my young friend. I had to tell her what she wanted to hear. And indeed, what we all wanted to hear. Alright. Let's go here. Knock, knock. It's abandoned. Full of junk. Wonderful. And there's a shop. House was silent. Whoever had been arguing inside the house before had evidently adjourned to sleep or had found a means of leaving undetected. What? I don't remember this. Okay. Though he had no evidence to support his suspicion, he had a feeling he would not be meeting the house's residents anytime soon. Okay. There's a tavern here. Oof. This only lasts for 2 hours, I think. Go and rapped on the tavern door. Gorath. Did I say Gorath rapped on the tavern door? Oh, it's closed. What time is it? Yeah, we're not going to be able to sleep here. Shit! Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, dear. This is a situation. I'm Wolf Blitzer. I'm in the situation room. Oh, shit. Shitty shits. Stop. Oh, no. Big, swarthy shits. This is bad. Yeah, we're done for. Oh, I could try running away, but Gorath's dead. Well, and now everybody's dead. Alright! Well done. Fortunately, we saved kinda close to where we were. Yeah, we're okay. Let's just quickly cruise through, because that's not of interest. This is the guy's house. No. Let's just quickly cruise through this dialogue. We already know what he says. I wonder if I should... That house isn't important. I do want to go through this again, just because that was amusing. Okay. And we need to get out of here. We might need to cast that spell real quick here. Wait. Well, that doesn't make a goddamn bit of sense. It says, when it was apparent no one was coming to open up, Gorath shrugged. Well, it would seem the common folk have taken Prince Arutha's laws to heart. You're not in the kingdom. What the shit, game? My immersion! Okay, well, we seem to have snuck out of here. So I'm gonna save really quick. Don't think that we would be able to really handle that battle even if we were... Ooh, hi. Hello. Hi. Jay Wes, that was close. Oh, there's a temple. It's an actual bona fide temple. Damn it, there's no, we can't teleport. That would be kind of ruin this, I guess. Temple of Gizw. Let's see if we can talk. Gorath seethed. 4 times they had asked one of the temple's blood-stained priests to send for the high priestess, and 4 times they had been left waiting in the alcoves of the temple's central courtyard. When at last it became apparent their repeated summons were not going to be answered, Gorath shook his head. It would seem the red-jawed hunter has other hunts to pursue. I am weary of waiting. Let us leave. Can we do some... Okay. Now, I can't again remember who it was that told me, but I think that this is the temple where you can get weapons blessed. And it is very, very good. $312 sovereigns. Ooh. He did really recommend doing it. But we really don't have a lot of money. I'm gonna do it. Far off, he could hear the chanting, the low chanting of priests in their alcoves, their prayers weaving the fabric of an enchantment, or of the enchantment. It seemed the better part of the day had passed away as he listened to the sonorous whispers rising and falling in the near dark. Suddenly the doors to a great chamber were thrown open and the priest emerged. The king has returned. It's like the Lion King. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just imagining him holding up the sword. It's the circle of life. Oh, it's swaddled in a white cloth. Congratulations, Mr. Gorath. Your weapon has been enchanted. Mother's doing well. The priest said with a bow. And I said without knowing what the fuck I'm reading. Use it as your place upon the great wheel bids you. Ooh, it's got a red cross. No. We're good. Cool. That might not have been necessary, but we'll sharpen this. Sharpen this. Or not. That's going to be very handy. I mean, Gorath is getting really good with a weapon anyways, but having that bless on there is going to make him... It's basically going to be impossible for him to miss. Although, having said that, he will probably miss a bunch. Okay, there's a pack of enemies nearby. Yes. So, just a Mortal warrior. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and have a few slugs of various beverages. True Sight tea. That's for his crossbow ability, so I'll go ahead and have him drink that. This is for defense. Yes. Huh. I'm not going to drink that. We will drink that. Spell casting. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get into a fight here. Maybe we'll check that area out afterwards, but... Come here. Yes. Surprise them. I think I'm going to cast Evil Seek. Cast it on this guy. Nice. Nice! Of course, casting Evil Seek was pretty unnecessary. Oh my god, we have 106 accuracy. I'm gonna take care of these green guys. I think they're goblins. Simply because they're more powerful than the Mortal warriors. And I think, well, that might have been a bad idea. Yeah, I think taking care of those guys is prudent. That guy's running away. Gorath is meanwhile going to be able to hit these guys reliably every time. Although, I might die. I'm going to go ahead and have Owen drink. That'll do. I actually should have him stand and fight. So that might actually cause him to run away. He might take enough damage. Ooh. Ah. It hurts. Hurt them! Hate how slow Gorath is. Fergus does too. He just groaned. Oh, he is really slow, Dad. You know what? I'm gonna try swinging. Ouch. Excellent! Well, we had to use a few restoratives, but that's okay. Some rations. How many rations do you have? You have not as many. Fantabulous. Ooh, don't mind if I do. It's weird, the goblins are equipped with swords. Oh, perfect. But they appear to use whips in combat. It's kind of strange. Thank you, I know. I got it. We did pretty well, I think. Okay, this might be a good spot to camp. But we will have some of that. Cool. Oh, Owen gained a level. Maybe he didn't. I don't know how to read. I thought that his hit points were slightly higher than normal when he's kind of injured like that, but... That's cool that Gorath has 106 accuracy with that potion, so he can hit every time. 106% of the time. It works all the time. There's a hole with lockpicks. You've got them. I'll give them to you. Alrighty. Oh, there's another hole. Don't need those things. Making good progress here. Some noise upstairs. Hang on a sec. I'm going to check that out real quick.